How many times have you done this? It's 11 p.m. You've had a long, exhausting day. You take a hot shower to relax. You step out, look at the hairdryer and think, too much effort. You towel dry for 5 seconds and hit the pillow with a damp, cold head. Growing up, you probably heard your grandma or your mom say, "Don't sleep with wet hair. You'll catch a cold. You'll get pneumonia." And as a modern, rational adult, you probably think, that's just an old wives' tale. That's a myth. So you ignore the warning, you sleep. But here is the twist. Grandma was wrong about why it's bad, but she was right that you should be terrified. You see, the water on your head isn't the problem. The cold air isn't the problem. The problem is what starts growing inside your pillow the moment you close your eyes. While you were dreaming, a microscopic ecosystem is waking up. A biological hazard zone is forming right under your nose. Today, on Vital Failure, we aren't talking about the common cold. We're talking about fungal infections, hair destruction, and why your pillow might be the most dangerous thing in your bedroom. If you sleep with wet hair, you are failing your biology. Let's find out why. Let's get the biggest myth out of the way first. Does wet hair give you a cold? The short answer is no. The common cold is caused by a virus, specifically the rhinovirus. You cannot catch a virus from water or cold air. You could sit in a bathtub of ice water for 24 hours, and if that virus isn't present, you won't get a cold. You'll get hypothermia, sure, but not a cold. So why does everyone believe this? There's a curiosity gap here. When you sleep with a wet head, your body temperature drops due to evaporative cooling. When your nose gets cold, the blood vessels constrict. This slows down the white blood cells, your immune system's first responders. So if you already have the virus hanging out in your nose from the bus ride home, and then you freeze your immune system, the virus sees an open door. But that's just a minor immune system failure. The real horror story, the thing that should actually keep you awake at night, is happening inside the fabric of your pillow. When was the last time you washed your pillow? Not the pillowcase, the pillow itself. If you are like 90% of people, the answer is never or I don't remember. Now add water to that equation. When you lay your wet head on that pillow, the heat from your body combined with the moisture from your hair creates a warm, damp environment. In biology, we call this a petri dish. It is a paradise for bacteria and fungi. A study conducted by the University of Manchester made a horrifying discovery. They analyzed pillows that had been used for just 1.5 to 2 years. They found that the average pillow contains between 4 and 16 different species of fungus. And the king of this fungal jungle? A nasty little guy called Aspergillus fumigatus. Aspergillus is a mold usually found in rotting leaves and compost heaps. But thanks to your wet hair habit, it's now living 1 inch away from your nostrils. Every time you inhale deeply in your sleep, you are breathing in these spores. For a perfectly healthy person, this might just cause morning congestion. But if you have asthma, if you have allergies, or if your immune system is a little weak, this can lead to a condition called aspergillosis. It can cause chronic sinus infections, lung inflammation, and breathing difficulties. You wake up coughing and sneezing, thinking you caught a cold from the wet hair. No, you are having an allergic reaction to the mold farm you built with your own head. You aren't sleeping, you're marinating in fungus. Maybe you don't care about mold. You have lungs of steel. Fine, but do you care about your looks? If you are wondering why your hair is frizzy, dull, and breaking off no matter what expensive shampoo you use, this is why. Hair is made of proteins called keratin. When hair is dry, it's strong, but hair is porous. When it gets wet, it acts like a sponge. It absorbs water and swells up. This swelling forces the protective outer layer, the cuticle, to lift up. In science, the stress caused by constant swelling and drying is called Hygral Fatigue.
When your hair is wet and swollen, it is in its most fragile state. It's like wet paper. Now think about how you sleep. You toss, you turn, you rub your head against the pillow. Because the hair is wet and weak, this friction snaps the hair shafts. It causes split ends. It causes breakage. You aren't losing hair because of genetics. You are mechanically grinding your hair off while you sleep. Basically, sleeping with wet hair is the fastest way to ruin your appearance while doing absolutely nothing. Let's address one more mystery, the wet hair headache. You wake up and your head is throbbing. Your grandmother would say, "See, the water soaked into your brain." Obviously, water didn't soak into your brain, but physics is working against you. As the water evaporates from your hair, it takes heat with it. This creates a rapid cooling effect on your scalp and neck. Your body hates this. To compensate for the rapid heat loss, the blood flow to your scalp changes. Simultaneously, the cold temperature causes the mucous membranes in your sinuses to swell up. Imagine a balloon inflating inside a small bony box. That is pressure. That pressure is what you feel as a headache or heaviness in the morning. It's not a disease. It's your body fighting a temperature war that you started. So, are we saying you can never shower at night? Of course not. Night showers are great for sleep hygiene. They relax your muscles and wash off the day's grime. But you need to stop the vital failure of sleeping wet. Here is your survival guide. Step 1. The 2-hour rule. If you sleep at 11 p.m., shower at 9 p.m. Give gravity and air time to do their job. Step 2. Focus on the roots. You don't need to blow dry your hair until it's crispy, but use a dryer on a low, warm setting to dry the scalp and the roots. If the ends are damp, that's okay, but the scalp must be dry to prevent the fungal party. Step 3. Switch to silk. Cotton pillowcases are absorbent. They love water and bacteria. Silk or satin pillowcases cause less friction, saving your hair, and don't hold on to moisture as much. Step 4. Sunbathe your pillow. Take that pillow and throw it in the sun once in a while. UV rays are a natural killer of the Aspergillus fungus. Don't let the mold win. We like to think our bedroom is a safe haven, but biology doesn't care about your comfort. It cares about environments. When you sleep with wet hair, you are creating an environment that favors the fungus, not the human. You are risking your lungs, breaking your hair, and inviting a colony of mold to sleep next to your face. Is saving 10 minutes of drying time really worth sleeping on a biohazard? If you found this video disturbing, good. That means you learned something. Do you have a friend who always sleeps with wet hair? Send this to them and ruin their sleep tonight for their own good. What is a harmless habit you have that you think might actually be dangerous? Let us know in the comments below. Subscribe to Vital Failure for more science that makes you rethink your entire life. Don't let your sleep be a failure. Dry your hair.